Welcome to IELTS Listening. Today we will study IELTS 16, Test 2, Part 2, School Changes, and New Food Hall. This section has 10 questions, 5 multiple choice, 3 matching, and 1-2 answer multiple choice. These questions fall into 2 skill types, elimination and information capture. This grouping helps you spot traps and catch key information quickly. This is a monologue by a school leader about campus changes. First group, multiple choice, questions 11 to 15 about school changes. Second group, matching, questions 16 to 18 about the new food hall. Third group, 2, answer multiple choice, questions 19 and 20 about food hall details. The structure of this listening section is very clear. Questions 11 to 15 are distributed in the first 2 parts. Questions 16 to 18 are in the third part. And questions 19 to 20 belong to the fourth part. Questions follow the recording order. Do not look back. Next, let's look at the first group. Multiple choice. Questions 11 to 15. Question 11. What did Dartfield House School used to be? A. A tourist information center. B. Offices. C. A private home. Please pause the video and try it yourself. Keywords. Dartfield House. Used to be. Expect to hear about the building's past use. Located in Information Block 1, the audio says, it was commissioned by a businessman, Neville Richards, and intended as his family home. The signal phrase, intended as his family home, directly points to the answer. Distractor analysis. The audio mentions it was later sold to the local council and turned into offices, B, and there was a plan to turn it into a tourist information center which didn't happen, A. Only C, a private home, was its original use and the correct answer. Question 11 answer is C. Dartfield House was originally a private home. Question 12. What is planned with regard to the lower school? A. Extend the existing buildings. B. Move to new buildings on the main site. C. Build new buildings on the current site. Please pause the video and try it yourself. The keywords in the stem are planned and lower school. Expect to hear a specific description about the future arrangement for the lower school. Let's locate the original text. The audio says, the lower school will move to new buildings that will be constructed on the main site. The signal phrase, move to, directly points to the plan. The audio clearly says the lower school will move to new buildings on the main site, which matches option B. Option C says build new buildings on the current site, but the audio says houses will be built there, so C is a distractor. Question 12, answer is B. The lower school will move to new buildings on the main site. Question 13. The catering has been changed because of A. Dissatisfaction with menus. B. Dissatisfaction with prices. C. Dissatisfaction with waiting time. Please pause the video and try it yourself. Keywords. Catering changed because of. Expect to hear a description of the reason for the change in catering service. Located in the information block, the audio says, there's only one serving point, so most pupils have to wait a considerable time to be served. The signal phrase, wait a considerable time, directly points to the waiting time issue. Distractor C, the audio says pupils like the food, so dissatisfaction with menus is not the reason. Distractor B, price is not mentioned. Correct option A, long waiting time is the reason for the change. Question 13, answer is A. The catering has been changed because of dissatisfaction with waiting time. Question 14. Parents are asked to A. Discuss daily food choices with their children. B. Make sure children have enough money. C. Advise children to eat healthy food. Pause the video and try it yourself. Keywords. Parents. Asked to do. Expect to hear a specific request or action for parents. Located in the information block, the audio says, one thing we ask you to do is to discuss with your children each morning which type of food they want to eat. The signal phrase ask you to do directly leads to the answer. Distractor analysis. Option B, ensure enough money. Audio says no change to current payment system, so it's wrong. Option C, advise healthy food. Audio says everything will be healthy, so parents don't need to advise. Option A is correct. Question 14 answer is A. Parents need to discuss with their children each morning what type of food they want to eat that day. Question 15. What does the speaker say about the existing canteen? A. It only serves cold food. B. It is only for staff. C. It still has tables and chairs. Please pause the video and try it yourself. Keywords. Existing canteen. We expect to hear a description of its current situation. Located in the information block. The audio says, "We'll still have tables and chairs in there." The signal word "still have" directly tells us the canteen still has tables and chairs. Distractor elimination. Option A says only serves cold food, but the audio says food comes from the food hall, not cold food. Option B says only for staff, but the audio doesn't mention this, so A and B are wrong. Question 15 answer is C. The canteen still has tables and chairs. Next, let's move on to the matching section for questions 16 to 18. Question 16, World Adventures. Match the item with the correct description from the options list. Options: A. Menu changes weekly. B. Children's meals available. C. Booking required. D. Menu changes daily. E. Vegetarian options available. Please pause the video and try to match it yourself first. The keyword in the stem is World Adventures, which sounds like a restaurant or food event. We predict the audio might mention words related to menus, food types, or how often it changes. We locate the part about World Adventures in the audio. The script says, this will serve a different country's cuisine each day, maybe Chinese one day and Lebanese the next. This directly matches option D, menu changes daily. Note there is a trap with option C. The audio mentions menus planned for a week at a time, but the reality is a daily change, so C is incorrect. The answer for question 16 is D. World Adventures changes its menu daily, which perfectly matches option D. Question 17. The question is Street Life. Options: A. Pupils make suggestions. B. Pupils choose food. C. Pupils design menus. D. Pupils taste food from different countries. Please pause the video and try it yourself first. The keyword is Street Life. Prediction. The recording will probably describe what this activity involves, like who makes decisions and how food is arranged. Listen carefully for verbs and subjects. Located in the middle of the recording, the script says, we'll ask pupils to make suggestions, so perhaps sometimes there'll be food from Thailand, Ethiopia, and Mexico. This clearly states ask pupils to make suggestions. The signal phrase is ask pupils to. Question 17 answer is A. The recording clearly says pupils make suggestions, which perfectly matches option A, pupils make suggestions. The other options are not directly supported. Question 18. Match Speedy Italian with the correct option. Options: A. Offers plenty of variety. B. Suitable for vegetarians. C. Affordable prices. Please pause the video and try to match it yourself first. The keyword is Speedy Italian. Expect to hear about its features like food type, suitable people, or price. Listen for synonyms related to the options. Located in the note block. The audio says, the Speedy Italian serving point will cater particularly for the many pupils who don't eat meat or fish. They can be sure that all the food served there is suitable for them. The signpost cater particularly for and suitable for them directly match suitable for vegetarians. Question 18. Answer is B. The audio clearly states that Speedy Italian provides suitable food for students who don't eat meat or fish, so it is suitable for vegetarians. Next, let's move on to the multiple choice double answers section for questions 19 to 20. Questions 19 to 20. Which two activities can students try in the university club? Options: A. Swimming. B. Piano. C. Acting. D. Cycling. E. Theater, sound, and lighting. Pause to answer. This is a double choice question. Strategy. Verify each option one by one, listen to the full recording before concluding, don't judge halfway. Option A. Swimming. The recording mentions a university swimming team, but it's a professional, competitive team, not a club activity for regular students. Excluded. Option B. Piano. The recording clearly says the University Music Society welcomes piano enthusiasts of all levels. This is one correct answer. Option C. Acting. The recording mentions the Drama Society holds regular acting workshops where students can try acting. This is also correct. Option D. Cycling. The The recording mentions a cycling club, but it's an off-campus independent organization, not a university club activity. Excluded. Option E. Theater sound and lighting. The recording mentions the theater tech team requires professional training, not an activity for regular students. Excluded. First correct answer is B, piano. Music Society welcomes piano enthusiasts. Stamp drops. Second correct answer is C, acting. Drama Society has acting workshops. Stamp drops. Final answer, B and C. Now, let's review the key methods we used in this section. Trick 1. Strong distractors and modified deviations. The recording often uses words similar to the correct answer, but then denies or changes them. For example, in question 11, the speaker first mentions one option, but then uses but to say no, and gives the real answer. Trick 2. Delayed information and limited details. The answer comes later in the sentence, after some background or a condition. For example, in question 14, the speaker first talks about a general situation, then uses but to introduce a special condition, which is the answer. Trick 3. Weak pronunciation and connected speech. Words sound weaker or joined together in fast speech, making them hard to hear. For example, in question 16, a lot of is spoken very fast, sounding like a lotta. You need to get used to this connected speech. Remember, these tricks can help you with most listening problems. When you practice, pay attention to transition words and changes in pronunciation. Next, let's look at some important words from this section. First word, used to be. In the recording, it says turned it into offices, which means changed it into offices. Second word, take their food into it. The recording says eat food from the food hall or lunch they've brought from home. That's all for this section. I hope these methods help you. See you in the next section.